Your LTTV Ball Talk Daily back at it with another episode 59 to be specific. All right, so let's get into this. We have a reaction, but really just a breakdown. I'm hearing a lot of people in the NBA media give Isaiah, what's his name, Isaiah Stewart. They're letting him off the hook here. Too much of it is focused on LeBron's initial contact with him that we're going to watch right now. Let's look at this initial play. Let's watch it in fast motion because they're looking at it in slow motion and they're breaking it down and saying, oh, it's intentional, X, Y, and Z. And they're not focusing on a lot of things into this play. So let's look at this right quick.
Comes Wayne Ellington.
Simple free throw. He makes the basket.
Well, again, the Lakers have been giving up a lot of points to stars
very physical
recently. And we saw Zach LaVine light him up, then Giannis.
When you see it
Jason
fast,
Tatum.
Full motion, normal speed, you see how Isaiah Stewart's pushing on LeBron. LeBron brushes back. He hits him with the elbow or a part of his hand as well. Let's look at that again.
A lot of points to stars recently. And then we saw Zach LaVine light him up, then Giannis.
Flagrant foul.
And then Jason Tatum.
LeBron coming up to him. My bad.
It's their number one guy, Jeremy
He's mad at
Grant.
it. He's not hearing it. LeBron's in his face. He's pushing back. He's not doing much. You see that?
Stewart is hot. And everybody's coming out now.
Doing the most.
Ridiculous.
Doing the most. We're going to pull this back.
Yeah, he must have caught an elbow or something, but
oh yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes.
You just seen him knock down an assistant coach.
Yeah, he must have caught an elbow or something, but
oh yeah.
Okay, we're having some technical difficulties. Let me get that to the breakdown. Fuck this. We don't need the footage. We don't need the footage at all. Everyone's seen the footage by now. If y'all need to scroll and find the footage, we're going to react to the footage after the breakdown because this is ridiculous. What we see here is LeBron give him a flagrant foul, a rough foul after he pushes LeBron. It's a bit physical with him in the post. LeBron, he intentionally pushes back or tries to elbow. He's trying to hit him back a bit. You can see he's intentionally doing it, but he's not trying to hit him in the face and cause the damage that he caused. That's why he's directly goes over to him and apologizes like, yo, my bad. I didn't mean to do that, blah, blah, blah. Isaiah Stewart's like basically internalizing the damage at this moment. He's in LeBron's face. Let me pull the footage back now because at this point we got to see this. He is in LeBron's face, but he ain't doing nothing. He's not doing nothing. He's like pleading with LeBron and talking. They're having a discussion. He doesn't look like he's getting aggressive at all until the pile starts moving. People start getting physical. People start grabbing him, and then he starts doing the most. I know it's after he probably sees that he's bleeding because here you see no blood. At this moment, you see no blood because it's starting to materialize and starting coming down as the squabble continues. LeBron's not trying to be aggressive here. He was trying to be like, yo, my bad. This is why the NBA should look at the suspensions differently. LeBron fouled him, flagrant 2. You get ejected from the game. They're talking about LeBron should be suspended. I don't even think LeBron should be suspended, not even for one game. It was a regular flagrant 2 foul. You got ejected. He's not over the limits of flagrants. This is his first ejection. So a suspension is unwarranted. It's just a hard foul. It ended up bleeding. It ended up seeming like a bigger case because this motherfucker acted a fool. Isaiah Stewart acted a damn fool. You know you weren't going to do nothing. This is fake hustle. You're acting. You're doing the most. You're knocking over your coach. Your head coach is right behind you in this picture. They're all trying to subdue you. Let me play this out and let me go over all the shit he does.
Everybody's coming out now.
Assistant coaches.
this is
disregard for them. Trainer right there. No regard. They're all trying to hold you. They're trying to calm you down.
He must have caught an elbow or something, but
oh yeah,
everything seems good, right?
Blood streaming from the
Players
side
are going
of
the other way. LeBron's not escalating the situation. Now he's knocked over his. Okay, pull this back.
Yeah, he must have caught an elbow.
No one's escalating the situation.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye.
LeBron's not doing nothing.
Look, here goes Stewart.
He knocks over his own staff member. You see his coach, Dwayne Casey, and them trying to hold him. His assistant coaches, everything. No regard for them. You're not going to fight nobody. You're doing the most. This is fake hustle. Now you're bleeding. You're seeing other teammates around him. Every time a Lakers member gets close to him, he's restrained all of a sudden.
I think he's a little upset.
Watch this. He's mad. He's
coaches,
bleeding. We understand.
You got
he's mad.
security guys. Look at Dwayne Casey's like, just calm down. And there's Cade Cunningham also.
All these players. You seem like you're calm now.
It was along the
young
free
lady
throw
there too,
line,
right?
the free
Young
throw.
lady brushes the lady, brushes
He's
this guy
still
running now.
trying to
Okay.
get loose.
Assistance.
He
Run
is
over this guy. He hit him with a stiff arm too.
And he's out of the
These are
game
your trainers. These are your shooting coaches.
And he's
These
still
are your
trying to get loose.
coordinators. Stiff arm right here onto the
He is
floor.
knocking
No
over.
regard for anybody.
And he's out of the game without question.
I mean, this
It's
is
like he's running
And
through
as
the
soon as he
line.
gets close to any Laker, nobody's holding him back right
He
here.
is knocking over.
One guy holding his hand.
And he's
As soon
out
as
of
he
the
sees
game
DeAndre Jordan,
without-
he's holding back. That's fake hustle. As soon as you approach the Lakers, you're all of a sudden calm, and people that weren't able to hold you back are all of a sudden are able to hold you back. You didn't want no smoke. This was all cap. You were mad. Yeah, you got hurt. You're a young guy. You're a 20-year-old player. This is not what the NBA needs. This is not a good look for the NBA. This is basic niggatry. And the fact that they're not holding him to that standard just shows that they just think less. Oh, we don't got to hold you to a standard. We got to hold LeBron to a standard of a flagrant foul that was unintentional. You intended to have some physical force, but you didn't intend to hit him in the eye and cut his eye open. You didn't intend to do that. You was apologetic after. He didn't escalate the situation. He didn't try to buff out his chest and act big because he knows he'd probably fuck this nigga up if they were gonna actually fight. Let's be real. But he wanted to do the most. Isaiah Stewart wanted to do the most. Wanted to run around acting a damn fool, knocking over all of your people. You didn't hurt a single Lakers, not a single staff member. You just hurting the NBA staff of your coordinators, your coach, your assistant coach. These are the people that you're harming. Your trainers, your water boys, whoever the hell is on the side, the officials. If the NBA looks at what LeBron did and looked at what he did, and they think that they're warranted the same type of punishment,
if you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
You got to be out of your goddamn mind. Isaiah Stewart deserves multiple game suspension. LeBron should be back to play the Knicks in the Garden. No suspension whatsoever. He got ejected from the game. Flagrant foul. He didn't escalate nothing. He didn't try to fight this guy. He tried to calm the situation. He wanted to act a damn fool because he knew everyone would hold him back and he wasn't going to do shit. And then he ran to the behind the tunnel after acting like he was going to do something. He didn't do nothing. After the game, the Lakers couldn't find this nigga anywhere. He wasn't one of those people like sometimes you hear squabbles in the NBA. Jimmy Butler waiting for teams outside of the hallway after the game. There was none of that. He packed up his shit and went home. This was all fake hustle. You're pump faking. You didn't want no smoke. I hate this type of shit. You're knocking over all these people. You're disregarding a young lady's safety, all just to act like you're going to do something. And then when you approach the Lakers, you ain't do nothing. You should be suspended. This is basic niggatry. This doesn't belong in the NBA. Hold them to some sort of standard. This is pathetic. You were in LeBron's face right here. Why didn't you do nothing here? Look at your face there. Where's the aggression here? Where is all that aggressive shit right here in this squabble? When LeBron, Anthony Davis, DeAndre Jordan, these big niggas are in your face. You ain't saying nothing here. Yeah, he's a big guy. I'm not saying he's a coward, complete coward, but if you were going to do something, you should have done it here. There was no swinging. There was no breaking through all the people. There was no stiff arming Anthony Davis out of the way to get to LeBron, but you could do that to your own teammates. Not even your teammates, your coaching staff, your coordinators. He needs to be suspended. This is not a good look for the NBA, and they're focusing way too much on LeBron when it comes to this, but really and truly they're glossing over how bad of a look this is for the NBA. If they're gonna hold Jokic accountable for what he did to Markieff Morris with that push in the back, how much staff members of his organization did the Isaiah Thomas harm in that incident, trying to bluff, try to pump fake? You weren't going to do nothing when you got in close quarters with these players anyway. NBA players tell it all the time. They don't want to fight. They ain't really trying to fight. They capping.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived. Stop the cap.
I'm going to wrap this up, though, but the NBA definitely has to come down hard on the Isaiah Stewart suspension. I don't recommend any suspension for LeBron James. 1 game at best if you want to just make it look like, okay, we're going to give him a penalty and we're not going to give him star treatment. Other than that, Isaiah Stewart, multiple games. This ain't the malice in the palace.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ball Talk Daily. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We out. Yeah.